just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And
first down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee.
Titans 7, Chargers 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Chargers at 1st down.
Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Chargers 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Ready?
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On the move to his left. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14, Chargers nothing. Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change a game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 38-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some big offensive linemen, you often get this result.
36 yards on the play.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver, find the nearest one, and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up third and
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
the Chargers will
have Herbert try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. It's complete. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Here we
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Throwing is Ward. It's complete to Lockett. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ward. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? To throw, here's Ward. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros. As you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this up to about midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. No move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. Steps away. And Allen's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
The Chargers will...
They'll try and throw for it. They'll buy some time running. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Chargers, 16.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's caught. Lockett. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
Here's Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down.
Come on. Set. Gotta be lying.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ward, 3rd and goal. Got a man in It's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans will add to their fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out.
Okay,
go out
ready?
and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Here we
The
go.
Titans will line up for the two-point
They'll look to
conversion.
throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Chargers, 16.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 47 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Chargers will line up for the two.
They're going to run it with Harris. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 168 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A gain of 5 brings up 7.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready.
To throw is Ward. And he can't get a throw off. He's Let's play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Going for it. Here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Chig Okonkwo.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
The Titans will line up.
Throwing now, Ward. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Take over first and 10.
Here's first and 10.
35-yard line.
Set. 380. Green out. Lion. 21. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey.
Now Herbert.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Baylor Tiger. Go.
Herbert to throw.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
First down.
380.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, man. Set.
Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Herbert going to throw. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert.
Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At the 14-yard line.
They come up now on second and 2.
Second and 2.
Herbert.
Out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. With the clock where it's at, that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
The Chargers will
Herbert. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.